Hi guys, this is Malph, and I'm here with another BfA daily quest review for Voldun. I'm going to use the Malph's aggravation scale, 1 being a, well, whatever, and 10 being a, oh hell no. And the question is it worth it to get exalted with the Volduni, these little fox people? Well, let's talk about Voldun very briefly. Um, this zone is loaded with quests, no complaints about content. There's tons of it. What you have to do is make a smart decision about what quest you're going to do. You can do any 4 world quest within a zone to get credit for it. You got to do 4. So I'm looking at the map and I'm saying right away, my eye spots pet battle. Pet battle is a gimme quest automatically. I see another one, make low go for the turtle people. That's 2. Okay, that one, no, I'm not shopping for gear. That one's a possibility. It's close to the flight plan and that one's right on top of it. So there's 4 potential ones right there that I could do. Let's look at the other ones just to be safe. Money, money, pain in the ass of money. No, no, Captain Planet can wait another day. Okay, so I picked out the 4 that I'm going to do, and I've got a route I'm going to run. And the idea is to make this as quick and as efficient as you possibly can with any zone. There's only a couple of factions that you can't do that. So the first thing I do is I land and I go right over to Keo and I proceed with the pet battle. And as you can see, there's lots of players here doing the pet battle. I've already done a pet battle video on this.
Hi there.
But while this is going, let's talk about Volduni a little
Surviving means
bit.
being resourceful.
When you're leveling in this zone as a horde, it is the zone that never ends. I swear to God, you think it's never going to end. It never runs out of quests. There's lots of quests that mean nothing. There's lots of quests that mean something. There are 2 Loa living in the zone, Akunda to the south, and there is the Tiger to the north, and there's a dead one in the dungeon in Sethralis. This is a religious war, and these little fox people got caught in the middle. You have the faithless and the devoted, 2 Sethrak peoples going at it. And then you've got these fanatics in the south who had captured Akunda and tried to take his power. And then you have the Naga in the north who are beating down on the Tiger's temple. So this is all a big religious thing about power and whatnot, and these little Volduni get caught in the middle. But they're not completely innocent either. Because if you stop and think about it from their point of view, they're sort of trying to survive, and they don't give a damn who they use to get that done. And throughout your questing experience out here, you're going to find that these little bastards are going to be using you as the muscle so they can run in and steal shit. And you're going to be doing that over and over and over again. From the Pirate Cove to the south, to the slave pens to the north, and you're going to help liberate them because the faithless are enslaving them. Okay? But these little fox people, again, they're just doing what they think they need to do to survive. I'm not making excuses for them, but they are not exactly savory characters. I will say this, though. That little fox girl that likes Nisha, she's over in another zone, another area of the zone right now because I've completed these quests on all my characters. But if you go click on her a bunch of times with the left click button, she says some pretty funny stuff. So hat tip to Blizzard for their writing on that. I just get tired of this little spider and I just kick his ass. I was like, okay, that's it, game over. So I collect my pet charms, and the next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to fly up to the turtle people, and we're going to do make low go. I'll get into these turtle people in my video on them when their rotation comes up. But for now, understand this. They are characters, I'll tell you that much. And they're not exactly polite. But the one thing with this you got to watch out for is players, which are usually your biggest problem in the game, will drag Naga over the table here, the little game table. And it will sometimes bug out. And there was one time somebody did that with that big Naga, and it bugged out, and my turtle was going across this little map sideways and diagonally. And I still got credit for it. But it just floated all over the place. I could move it anywhere, which is weird. But and I'll get into more specifics about this little puzzle maze. But Again, is my character in danger? No. Does this take a lot of time? No. Is it inconvenient? Yeah, it can get old if you do it on a number of characters like I do. But is it take you out of your way? Does it make you spend extraordinary amount of time? Nah, nah. So this one, on the Malph scale would be about a one or a two at the
Well
most.
done,
You
hero.
really, it's just takes a little bit of time. So I don't know why that guy was using the flight plane's right behind him. And don't be the guy that drags mobs in. Notice my rogue vanished. Don't be that guy. You see that druid? Don't be him. Don't be the guy that drags every freaking mob up on there. I'm going after a big boss up here on this platform. Watch him melt. Don't blink. There's a bunch of people beating on this guy. And of course, people still drag this shit in there. And that's what makes it a two. It's not the quest, it's the people. Okay? Don't be that guy, if you can avoid it, that drags all those mobs with you. So I collect my little prize, go off to the next one, which is not too far away, a short little ride away. And the aggravating part about this was you had to wait for it because it didn't spawn. And I noticed that this mage is struggling with these mobs. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to help him out. He's a horde player. I'm going to help him out. If he's an alliance player, good luck. Good luck. Because I'm not going to get anything out of it. But in this case, I get to loot a little bit of silver and some junk to sell. But everybody's just sitting there waiting for this guy to spawn. Now, he's going to take a little longer to kill, and the reason for that is people keep dragging shit in here. Stop dragging mobs in. Use whatever you got to use to drop aggro and get the mobs off you, but stop dragging them in there because it takes more time to get this done. Now, all totaled on these quests, I've spent about 15 to 20 minutes tops, and that's on the high end. None of this should take very long. When you have world quests like this, I don't care who it's for except for Champions of Azeroth and the Turtle People. It's pretty bog simple. You look at it, you pick out 4 on the map before you head out there. Oh look, I've got enough for you. You look at 4 on the map before you head out there, and you figure out the most efficient way you can do it and what works for you. And I'm on a rogue, which is a melee class. Melee classes will always have a harder time with these than just a little bit harder than range classes will.
Anything for me?
You go turn it in at the Volduni post. She
Take
gives
care
me
of yourself.
Azerite power.
No one else
Yay.
will.
But the question
Have
at
you
the end
come
of the
to
day,
trade?
is it worth it to get to exalted? Well, let's take a look at some of the stuff they sell. It's definitely worth your while to get revered on all characters with these factions. Look at this selection. They've got everything. They've got toys. They got pets. They got some weird skull thing. They've got patterns for your professions, which is a subject for another story. And I mean, just tons of it. And yeah, of course, some of it's pretty penny, but man, they got a lot of stuff up through Revered that you can get for your characters and their professions. But then they have this. So the question I asked
Remember,
earlier was,
everything has
is
its
it worth
use.
it? Is it worth getting exalted
bring me?
with the Fox people?
Oh, yeah!
Oh, yeah, it is, buddy. Better believe it, Randy. It is absolutely worth it because check this out. You can buy this mount, and it is so cool. It's only a ground mount, but check it out. I'm going to mount up on it. Here we go. Yeah, buddy. They see me rolling. They be hating. Look at that. Yeah, little hyena. You get to ride around on a little white hyena. That is pretty damn cool. So is it worth it to get exalted on at least one character with the Volduni? Yes, absolutely. It is worth it. I give it a scale of 2 on my Moss scale, and definitely worth it. You guys be good to each other and have a wonderful day. Bye.